1.
Hey,
Okay.
everybody. There we are live. Hey, everybody. It's Robin and Kim, 7-Minute Health Chat. We're trying this again. For some reason, something got messed up and we started and
Gremlins.
stopped. But
Yeah.
anyway, this week we are talking all things breast cancer awareness because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Kim is going to go ahead and get us started.
Yeah. Thank you. So Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Actually, I've learned a lot about breast cancer, and I've had several friends close to me diagnosed recently, so I've really taken a deep dive into it. And 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer during their lifetime, which blows me away that it's that high. And as it increases as we get older. So I think that if we can do everything we can to prevent it, is key.
Can I just tell you, because I read that same statistic, and also to kind of correlate with that statistic, it's every 2 minutes a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer in the United States.
Wow.
Every 2 minutes. When I read that, I was like, holy smokes. But go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to talk about some different things we can do to help prevent it. I mean, to increase our odds not to get it, because I think that's, they don't know everything about it, how people get it, but Robin will talk more about that. But I feel like what we can control in our life, we can control. Like we live in a toxic soup world. There's no question about it, with our environment, with lotions and things we put on our body, with what we ingest, our food system. I mean, our food system is not ideal here, believe it or not, and even in our first world country, there's a lot to be said for it. But basically, inflammation is driven by the biggest driver of inflammation, because all disease is caused by inflammation. The biggest driver is, or I should say most disease, 90% of disease is caused by inflammation. And the biggest driver of that is ultra-processed foods, which probably we all have something in our cupboard that's been, that's man-made, with chemicals, with synthetic things. It's not, it's not whole food. Whole food comes from the earth. God made that. And then you've got the man-made version of, cookies and cakes and donuts and crackers and chips and pop and, all the things that, many people are attracted to. Fast food even doesn't have the best quality, is not the best quality food. So what can we do? Well, try to feed yourself more whole foods, more of the foods that are going to help to feed our bodies in the best way possible, to feed our cells in the best way possible. And number 1, leafy greens, and we'll talk more about that. But leafy greens are such a great, full of phytonutrients. Matcha tea, green tea with matcha is a really big one, and maybe you've never heard of it, but it's something to try. And because there's so many phytochemicals in that as well. When I say phytochemicals, that's plant chemicals. That's natural plant stuff that feeds us. So in the best way possible, fatty fish, omega-3s, with the leafy greens, nuts, seeds. And again, these are all whole foods that I'm recommending. Nothing has been manufactured that I'm recommending. So I just find it's just blows me away how many people have been diagnosed. And the theme for this year is budding up with people, because nobody should go through this alone. And I want to show you a shirt I have. It's called Wendy's Warriors. And I have someone close to me dealing with this, and I'm supporting her in any way I can. And, and I think most of us know somebody who's either going through it or diagnosed. I have 4 friends recently diagnosed with it. So I'm like, holy moly, what's going on?
Yeah.
So we're trying to bring awareness of things we can do to prevent it. So I will pass it over to you, Robin.
Thanks, Kim. So I will tell you what's going on. First of all, I do want to skip back to what you said about the fast food and the processed food. This is my motto: just because it's convenient doesn't mean it's better. And I feel like that is a huge reason why we as a society just go with this processed food, because of convenience. I mean, think about
I think it's the number one reason.
Yeah. Yep. So just because it's convenient doesn't mean it's good, everybody. All right. So as Kim said, like there can be a lot of factors. They really don't truly know like how we get breast cancer. They just don't. They know that it is a damage to the cell's DNA, but they truly don't know how we get it and why certain women get it and some women don't. I know before I started looking into this, I always thought it was you were more likely to get it if you had it in your family. But as I read on, it's really not that. If you have it in your family, you might not get it. And someone who doesn't have it in their family can get it. So there's really no rhyme or reason. I'm going to give you some statistics because, Kim just said about, how much of it there is. In 2021, the statistic that I read was an estimated 281,550 new cases will be diagnosed in the United States. And this is coming from the breast cancer site. That's women. Men, because men can get breast cancer too, the number is a lot lower. It's 2,650 will be diagnosed, but still, I mean, that's, a pretty big number. And then what I said about, we said 1 in 8 women, and that's every 2 minutes a woman is diagnosed. Your best prevention is your screening. Let me say that again and read my lips. Your best prevention is your screenings, ladies. So October was set out for breast cancer awareness, to put it on your calendar, to make your appointment to get your mammogram. And they saw like a fall back in the mammograms because of the pandemic. So there was an uptick in the cases because there was not early diagnosis or recognition of it. So make sure you get your screening. The older you get, as Kim said, the more chance you will have of getting that or coming up with a diagnosis of breast cancer. Even though there has been a decline since 1990. So those numbers, that's been a decline because of more people getting their mammograms. So your scans should be done for at-risk people. And typically that, people, if it runs in your family, I know I just said that that doesn't matter, but if you do have it, you're at risk, age 30 is when you should start. Ages 40 to 44, if you just feel like, I want to get it. I want to make sure that I'm not going to have breast cancer, or if I have it, I want to catch it early. And then 45 for people who are at average risk. And then make sure you do your self-exams. And listen, I don't do my self-exams. So I'm not going to lie to you and say, do your self-exams, because I don't. I just forget about it. I do get my mammograms every single year, every year. I do never miss them. But yeah, so that's something that I need to teach myself to do better.
That's interesting about the ages where you should, because mine was back, I'm 64 now, but it was 50 was like the baseline when you should start getting them. And I put it off I kept canceling my appointment for like the first 2 years. I just was afraid to do it. And then, but this is what happened where I ended up going, our hospital said, we got all these gifts for you if you come in. And so I got like an umbrella and I don't know, a bunch of other breast cancer stuff that I was like, okay, I'm going to go get the gifts. That was my enticement. Oh, we got to go.
Listen, whatever works. That is hilarious. This is actually like truth serum for Kim and I when we do this.
I know. It's like, anyway, we're not sure what's going to come out.
The bottom line is eat healthy, do healthy things. Oh, that's the other thing I want to talk about. Yeah. Exercise, minimize your alcohol. And for the love of God, if you smoke, please stop. Those are huge factors in leading to breast cancer. And I'm done.
Okay, good job, Robin. I appreciate it. And I hope this is helpful to everybody, because you can do this just eating a healthy diet, exercising. It's all about the bottom line anyway of a healthy life. So,
and if you know someone, give them a call. drop them
Yeah.
off a meal, give them support.
Be their buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We'll see
Thanks,
you later,
Robin.
Kim.
All right. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.